For the 25 years I've been teaching the knowledge, I have never suggested that anyone follow the technique put forward by TFL. And here's why. It is a task, not a technique. It is a workload, not a study program. If you use this method, you will take longer and will find it harder to reach your overall goal. What they are suggesting you do is to complete a physical task that has no real bearing on your standard of knowledge. In fact, it will make you collect clutter rather than focused learning. If you are thorough, you would have picked up about 5,000 points whilst doing your Blue Book runs, 50% of which will never be asked on your appearances, and you would have only required around 1,500 for your first appearance anyway. It tries to make you do everything at once rather than learning by progression. It asks you to know an abundance of useless and wasteful information that no examiner uses in their exams. It is not methodical, it is not based on any modern learning technique, and it is completely unfocused. Your goal is to pass the exams and become a licensed London taxi driver as soon as possible. The examiner's goal is to judge if you are good enough. Beyond that, it is a very out of date and unnecessary idea for them to suggest the same technique of study that has been suggested for the past 70 years or so. Bear in mind, the knowledge has continuously had a reduction in runs, and the knowledge itself over the same time span has progressively taken longer and longer on average to complete as time has gone by. Why do people do it? Simply because TFL tell you to, and schools tend to push that idea as an endorsement of themselves. And why should it take longer to learn less information than 30 years ago? It's simple. The questions get harder and harder as each examiner raises the level each time, and their suggested technique has no bearing on your efficiency to study or learn.